Hold on, y'all. I got it. This is gonna be the thumbnail. No, don't get serious. Reflection. Looking at what's going on, y'all. I want to hop right into it because I just want to get it right into it. I had a conversation with myself. Y'all know I be talking to myself and shit. So I had a conversation with myself yesterday, just basically being prompted by different things that I was like hearing, like from people, you know, that I admire on the internet and shit. But I had to really like tell myself, like, bro, I'm not going hard enough, bro. Like, I'm not going hard enough. And I'll just be open. Like, so last week I had to like hustle extra hard to like make my rent. And like, it didn't, at no point in my mind did I think I wasn't gonna get it. But I could not have got it. You know, like there was an opportunity to not get it because it was a lot of money I had to make in a very short amount of time, but I got it done, you know, and like I knew I was gonna get it done because I had been in that situation before, but it was like it turned me into a different person, you know, and I was like, bro, duh, why am I not applying that? Why am I not applying that energy to making everything else happen, bro? So like even in that moment, it let me know like, bro, I could really do whatever I want. You know, everything that I want is pretty much achievable if I just put the energy towards it, because like the same way I locked in and got that done, the same way I've locked in the past and gotten certain things done. And I think I've mentioned that on this channel before, like with the tailgate season video, like making rent, or doing whatever, bro. Whenever I really put my mind to something, I do it and I get it done and it just happens. You know, it seems like the world just makes things happen and I take myself to another level, bro. Like, but I'm like, bro, I have to be honest with myself and just say that I haven't been giving the most that I possibly can. I haven't been working hard enough to really get the life that I want to create my dreams and make my dreams come true. You know, like, hold up, pink. I just recorded a bunch of TikToks and I didn't have my mic plugged in. I just did me and Chuck just did this commercial for this lady for her book. So that was different. So yeah, I had to like take my camera out of the bag and everything. But I'm not tripping off that. You know, I'm still going to post them because it is just videos. You can still hear me, you know, and if you can't, listen closer. But yeah, bro, I just had to understand, like, I wasn't going hard enough and I really just want to go harder. I want to go harder because I'm tired, bro. Like, I'm so tired. Even like working hard to having to pay my rent, bro. I don't like doing that. That shit don't feel good at all, bro. I don't like doing that. I don't like having to like go hard and stress myself out. Run around with this motherfucker all day, feet hurting, shit. You barely get sleep, bro. That shit don't feel good. Like, it feel good at the end of it, you know what I'm saying, when you accomplish the goal, but like that shit don't feel good. But mentally it feels good to understand that, bro, I did something and I put my mind to something. So it's like, I want to take it even farther, bro. Like, we're in the middle of May. The year is almost halfway over, you know, and I'm glad that I can say that I haven't not done anything. You know, I've made a lot of videos. I've made a lot of progress within my life. Not only like virtually through my accounts, but like just spiritually and mentally, and understanding who it is that I am as a person, you know, through like my goals and the things that I pursue. They help me really rediscover myself, you know. And I had a revelation in the car the other day. I was driving and I was like, bro, there is a child within me, you know, that I am very disconnected from. And before I move forward, I need to reconnect and reestablish that relationship with that child, because that child is a very crucial part of who I am, you know, and is really at the core of my being. But I need to allow that child the space in the room to be like seen and felt again. And I kind of got like chills even thinking about it. Like, it's like I can feel something coming up out of me. Pause. I don't know if that's pause, but like, I don't know, like when I was just saying that, I could feel something coming up my chest. But like reestablishing that relationship, because that is so important. And as we move forward in life in general, and just creating the life that we want for ourselves from an authentic foundation, that is what we really need to make sure is established. You know, that connection from every part of who we are and who we've been. You know, we really need, I don't think we should break away from the versions of ourselves, but it is important that we create a new identity for ourselves, but it needs to be rooted in the understanding of who we are at at a core level, you know, like that child that exists within me, that is who I am at my core. And it would be doing, I think I would be running the risk of getting lost, you know, by in the world if I don't reestablish that relationship with that person that is just, you know what I'm saying, that felt the room to be free and just confident. You know, that is something I'm working to rediscover within myself, which is why I even started these channels, because that is something that I need. And through doing these videos, whether it is on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, it is allowing me to really cultivate my identity and rediscover my identity. And it is allowing me to just get more comfortable being with me, you know what I'm saying, and being myself. And I just find so much comfort, and I make so much progress by just being in a state of production, and I'm producing things because I know that it comes from a place of authenticity, because I just do it alone. You know, I don't have anybody else with me in my production process in any aspect, you know. And I'm not saying that's just the most healthy thing to do. I'm saying that within my life and within my journey of rediscovering myself so that I can go into the world as a whole person, you know, for a lot of times and for a lot of years within my life, bro, I felt broken, you know, which is why I sort of isolated myself from a lot of people, you know, like my family, if I'm being 100% honest with you, isolating myself and just taking time to rediscover myself, understanding that a lot of the things that I went through, bro, I didn't deserve to go through those things, you know, and I shouldn't allow those things that, one, I didn't deserve, and two, aren't worthy of defining the entire trajectory of my life, to define the trajectory of my life and to define who it is that I am as a person and what I'm capable of accomplishing within my life, what I should and should not express. You know, I don't want to ever let anything that was or that may have occurred to sort of dim my light. I don't want to allow these things, and I won't allow these things to keep me from expressing myself at a maximum level, you know, because I want to live a life that is great. I want to live a life that is abundant, and I know that I am more than capable of doing so, but I just have to rediscover parts of myself. And you may be in a similar situation to where you feel disconnected from parts of yourself. Maybe you don't laugh the same that you used to. Maybe you're not as funny as you used to. Those are two things that are very prevalent within my life. But I know that the more I continue to surround myself with people that love me, I rediscover my laughter, I rediscover my confidence, I rediscover everything that it is about me that allows me to go into the world. Music has been something that has been very important to me. You know, it's been 10 years since I started really making music. I used to write raps as a kid, but like I really started getting into music like in college, you know, or I would say about 9 years, because it was like 2016. But I think that has been a catalyst for really like the rediscovery of who it is that I am as a person, and just a catalyst for me gaining, like building my meter back up. You know, for a long time I felt depleted and I felt like alone and isolated because I didn't really have anybody to express my problems to or find solace and comfort in understanding that I don't have to be perfect within the human experience. But as I continue to allow myself to create through certain mediums, whether it be these videos, music, those are my two primary sources of creativity. And I write in my journal, but I love writing. Also discovering that I got that from my father, having a conversation with him. He told me he loved writing. I never knew that. But it was like, okay, like that's just like something that is within me, that I have to express in order to really live the life that is meant for me, and that is fruitful. You know, I want to live a fruitful life, but I know I won't be able to do that if I'm not, one, doing anything. But to do anything requires an understanding of yourself. It doesn't require it, but the more you understand yourself, the better you'll be able to do that thing, you know. But by doing that thing when you don't understand yourself will help you understand yourself, because you're going to be pulling from a place, you're going to be pulling from the unknown, and that's going to force you to look inward at who you are, you know, and force you to be like, okay, like what do I like? You may not even have an idea about what you like. Maybe you've been living your whole life and everything that you like did was decided for you, you know. And I think that is something I understood getting kicked out of college after my freshman year, because that was the first time where I wasn't in a system that was being like controlled and curated. You know, up until that point, just going to school for those 13 plus years, everything was just done for me, you know, and I was left to make decisions within that system, but everything was pretty much made for me. Every decision was pretty much made for me. So like having that year up for college and really figuring out who I was, I think that was like the first step to really like the discovery process of me becoming this person that I am today. And I'm so grateful for that. I always talk about college. It's crazy. It's been 10 years since I started college. You know, I graduated high school in 2015 and it's 2025, you know? So my high school, the anniversary of my high school graduation is coming up. And it's just like weird. I don't know if we're going to have a reunion or not. We'll see, whatever. They tore down my high school, so fucking idiots. But yeah, bro, I'm just grateful that I found myself in this position, and I'm grateful that I'm like doing these things, and I'm grateful to have like people watching. I'm grateful to have you coming back to this video because it's an older video, you know. I'm gonna keep posting these videos, continue to keep growing, bro. And I really just wanna be great. And I still question my motives as to why I wanna be great. But I just know that life has so much to offer. You know, I think life has so much to offer. I think that the people that I admire on a deep level, maybe because I was thinking about like why like I enjoy like Michael Jackson so much, like why I enjoy all of these people so much. And it's because they live life at the highest level, you know, and it's not necessarily the fame. It's about expressing oneself to the world and not being afraid to do so. And that is why I admire these people. It's like Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Chris Brown, like Drake, Kanye West. All of these people have no problem expressing themselves to the world. And like whether you like them or not, bro, that's admirable. Whether you fuck with them or not, that's what's admirable, because it's like, bro, I feel something here and I'm gonna put it into the world because I believe in it that much. You know, I believe in it so much. I believe in what I do so much that regardless of if people like me, if they have something negative to say about what I'm doing, I'm just gonna say, you know what, I don't give a fuck, because I feel so strongly about how I feel. I'm gonna put it into the world. And I know that by me putting how I feel into the world, I'm going to attract the people that are meant to align with it. Lil Wayne said that. He was like, let the world be your mirror. And I was like, damn, that was such a profound thing to say, because it's like, bro, when I'm performing and there are thousands of people in the crowd, in the stadium, there are thousands of people, tens of thousands of people filling this stadium. These people are all a reflection of me feeling and expressing myself. You know, because they wouldn't come to this show if they didn't resonate with what I felt. You know? So that's the beautiful part about life, and the ability of the ability to express oneself. You have the ability and the opportunity to connect with people that resonate with your unique perspective and what you have to offer as a unique individual. So that is why we should embrace it. And, you know, that is why I remind myself to, bro, because I was going to make an album catered towards a certain demographic. And I was like, bro, you know what? That's not me. That's not me. And that's not what I truly want to do. And that decision to do that isn't rooted in authentic expression. It's really rooted in seeking attention, just because you know you have the ability to garner the attention. You know, and like I could do that because it would give me some numbers, but bro, I don't want to do that. And it's crazy. I was driving the next day listening to an older interview of Jay-Z and Warren Buffett. And Jay-Z talked about he could have like hopped on what was hot. He could have did what the hot thing was to do, but he stuck to what he wanted to do in his unique expression, and that led him to being Jay-Z. Nigga, everybody know Jay-Z. So I was like, okay, cool. That was just like a sign for me to like continue to move in the direction of my authentic exploration of self. And through that exploration comes the expression to the world. You know, I'm gonna put myself into the world despite how other people may feel about it, regardless of if they laugh at me. Bro, I'm not perfect, bro. Like I got flaws, and you know, I got insecurities, bro. I'm a human being, and I got shit that I want to fix about myself, you know, and I'm in the process of fixing it. But it's like, bro, I have to express myself from where I am, you know, because I don't want to live a life and I don't want to express this, bro. Like my family gonna see this one day, like my kids gonna see this one day, my grandkids gonna see this one day. Somebody who need to see this shit one day is gonna see it, bro. And I don't want to ever feel like I'm expressing myself from a place of just trying to be liked, bro. Fuck being liked. And I didn't always feel like that, bro. I was a people pleaser. You know, that's just kind of how the environment was curated for me to be, you know what I'm saying, in my adolescence, you know, and that's just what it is. That's something that I have to heal from, you know, but in healing from that, bro, I understand that, bro, I don't got to be perfect. I just got to be me, and I got to be the best that I can be, you know what I'm saying, for me and for the people that need to hear it, bro, because people need to hear this shit, bro. The kids need this shit, bro, and adults need to hear this shit too, because they be tweaking. But, bro, like, I really do this shit. I do this shit. If anybody want to know why I do this shit, I do it for, one, my inner child, bro. I really am healing my inner child, bro. I'm in the process of reparenting myself, giving myself the things that I didn't get as a child, bro. One, two, I do this shit for anybody who got a dream and they feel like the circumstances or the cards are stacked against them, bro. Like, I want people to know that through the belief and through just the sheer will to get something done and create the life that you want for yourself, you can do that. And I am a living testament of that. You know, I am a living testament of you can do the things that you want, and you can create the life that you want for yourself, and you can express yourself, and you are entitled to expression, bro. That is your gift, you know, and don't forget it. And I want anybody watching this to remember that, like, it is your gift and God-given right to express yourself. I don't give a fuck how anybody feel about you. I don't give a fuck if they laughing, doubting you, trying to gaslight you into thinking your experiences weren't real when you know they was real, because they love doing that. Love to make you think you tripping when you know exactly what the fuck happened. Yeah, they love that. But nah, bro, like, go express yourself and go create the life that you want, you know, because I'm in the process of creating the life that I want for myself. And it feels fucking good, bro. I love coming on here and talking to y'all more than anything. And I feel out of place when I'm not. I feel out of place when I'm not in a space of creativity. And I'm not really I'm not in my bag, you know. If I'm not doing that, I'll be feeling weird. I'll be feeling funny. But I don't have too much time left on this video. Once again, I'm grateful for y'all being here with me on this journey. It is Nick's journey of life, as it is. As you are witnessing me, I want to witness all of you. So reach out to me. And start your own channel. You know what I'm saying? Start your channel so you can document your journey, because you have a journey and a story that is worth documenting, and a story that is worth being heard. And you deserve to live the life that you want. And the people that are going to be inspired by you and your authentic and unique expression would love to hear your story. You know, so thank all of you for watching. I am Nick Johnson, aka your favorite cousin. And if I haven't already, I officially welcome you all to the Purple Era. I will catch you on the next one. Peace out, bro.